Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to be doing a review about a James Bond film, and this film has no connection with the previous ones that I've reviewed. But this film is Casino Royale. It was released in 1967. So before I watched this film, I checked it out on IMDb.com, and I was puzzled why it had a low rating. Now, after I watched the film, everything was clear to me. Now, this film was 131 minutes of agony. It was terrible. It was heavily criticized, I was reading after, by people who've watched it and other people that have done reviews on the film. Now, this film was released 2 months right before they released the Bond film You Only Live Twice, and thankfully this movie did not screw it up in the box office. Now, surprisingly, this film had a $12 million budget, and it did fairly well in the box office. It made 41.7, actually did really well. Now, this film is about James Bond. After he's retired, he is called back from retirement because the secret organization, I guess you pronounce it SMERSH, is aiming to take over the world. Now they want complete world domination, and they bring James Bond back to help them. So what does James Bond do? He thinks that if they make more bonds, that it would help stop this criminal organization. So he basically brings in a couple other people to impersonate him, from what I got from the film, to act as Bonds. And his superior, who he was under while he was still active, was killed. So he has to consult with his widow, and his widow ends up being one of the SMERSH agents. Now, this film, I actually rated a 3 out of 10. They at one point had, it was, they just broke out singing, and it was inconsistent. It was all over the place, and for me, it was one of those films that I would watch just once, and that was it. So the main James Bond 007 is played by Peter Sellers, and the actual film does follow Ian Fleming's book a little bit. Now, the villain is Le Chiffre, and Orson Welles plays the villain. Now, this film is one of those movies that if you're a Bond fan, I would suggest you watch, but don't expect anything great from it. If you have seen the film and you like the movie, I would be surprised, but comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. If you haven't, I wouldn't recommend you go watch it, but if you are a Bond film, you want to complete the Bond series, go out there and watch it, but be prepared for a boring movie. Now, if you guys want to hear more reviews, subscribe to the channel. I will leave it off as this, and I will see you guys next time.